Hey, free thinkers. Um, Being married for 40 years, I learned some things that I want to share with you guys. And I want you to understand that money does not make you happy. It does not. Um, People think that because you have money, you're going to make you happy. Money does not make you happy, right? So for me, once I became a husband, I know the next thing I had to provide was a home. And we started working on a home because we were living in an apartment with two children and another one on the way. And where we were living, I just did not feel that was sufficient enough for my two children, my wife, and another one expected on the way. So I know the next step in our life would be to get a home. So we got our credit together, um, secure a mortgage, and then we bought a home. So the money part of it now doesn't make you happy because that money now has to go to paying the mortgage, the utilities, the upkeep of the property, and the insurance for the property. Because all property requires insurance. So what made me happy was what was put in the home. And what was put in the home was my wife, two sons, and a third on the way. That's what made me happy. So the money didn't make me happy because the money had to be used to maintain um, what we have created, which was three sons. Um, so I never got to enjoy the money. So one time my oldest son said to me, "Dad, you work so hard, you never get a chance to enjoy your money or your home." And I said, "Well, the enjoyment for me is coming home and see you guys in the home, right? So I watch you guys. I made sure that you guys have your own room. Cause you're two, I know, even though two boys don't need separate rooms, but both of y'all had your own separate room. Your baby brother needed his own room. Um, and just to see, my wife happy. That's what made me happy. It wasn't the money, because it was spent to maintain the structures and what we needed. It also maintained our cars, the insurance for the cars, the maintenance of the cars, the gas that has to be put inside of it because I don't care what year it was, 1987, 1988, 89, while gas price was still low, we always had cars that we had to put gas in. That's nothing new. So every time I came home and opened that front door and heard the voices in the house, that's what made me happy. That I have produced three other human beings in this household with a woman who put her body and her um, who she is on the line for a man that she felt confident enough that could lead her and take her to the next level. Um, my wife is a willing supporter of our lifestyle because she also works because um, 70% of household now require two parent income. Um, way back, I understand that women stayed home and men go to work, but in this day and age, it's impossible for unless you're in a part of the 3%, 4% that your wife could stay home. But in this case, mortgages and lifestyle require a two parent or two income household. While I take up the majority, 80% of the income, my wife still works because people think that working in a house in a home is not work. It's hard work. It's hard work. Sometimes it's even more hard work than going to a job that gives you structure and gives you task and standard that you have to follow. Being at home, taking care of a home, has no structure because every given day something different is happening in your home. Kids do this. Kids get hurt. Got to go to daycare. You got to go to this. You got to go to that. So that's what the money provided. They provided daycare, um, summer camp, youth camp. My kids wanted to play sports, so you have to pay for the equipment. My kids wanted to learn how to play guitar and piano. You have to pay for those things. So we technically never saw the money. It went from bank account to what had to be done. So we never enjoyed the money. What we enjoyed was seeing what the money provided for our lifestyle, which is our kids' happiness. And it was very important that we showed this because we wanted our sons to see what parents look like and what you should do as a parent, right? So my enjoyment came from seeing the smile on my wife's face of turning a key in something that we owned. Technically, you don't own it because until you pay it off, it belongs to the bank. But something we owned that we could add to or anytime that we wanted to do. We had many functions at the property that we enjoyed, having guests and family members there that come from out of town, and we had other spaces in the house that it's not being utilized, that we built, we fixed up, so when family members or guests come by, they have their own part, they have their own privacy. So the money, while provided these things, it never made me happy because it just never did. What it created for us is visually what we see, what we had, including the cars. You buy a car, money by the end of the month, it really means, it's a car, doesn't really mean anything. But its sustainability is to see my family, my wife's face, because while she works, and she works very hard in the home and out of the home, to see her not look stressed out, because that's for me to look stressed out, not her. That's not her part. That's not her role in this marriage. And I wanted my sons, to see that how a mother and a father interact. So when the time come, they know what to do, and how to provide and protect and maintain the lifestyle for your wife. Now, a lot of times people were gonna say, well, money got to make you happy. Look at how many millionaires they are, actresses and actors that are millionaires triple time over. They're buying $60 million homes, but they're getting divorced because the home and the money is still not making them happy. So something is lacking there, right? Because after the adrenaline rush of having these things kicks in, then you find out that you're not compatible, and that's not what made them even put them together. In some cases, it was more about the lifestyle and the paparazzi and what the industry requires. We're not in that industry. We are regular human beings that want our children to see generational wealth, right? My mom bought a home and had a property in Florida, and she always pushed for me and my brother and my sister to do the same. And I'm just following the same tradition because I want my sons to also understand that you have to contribute to society, and contributing to society is to become a member of society, which is a contributing member of society, and this is a part of how you do it. Our marriage of 40 years took some hard work, some struggles at sometimes, some disciplined, and sometimes some orthodox ways. So everybody marriages is going to be different, but at no time did money played a big role in it, apart from maintaining our needs, right? But the joy came from what was inside the home, what went inside the vehicles. And we go on vacation, we pack our kids in and on road trips, and you just see them do silly things that you never paid attention to because you're always working, and the vacation places that we went to. But don't make money become the major part of your marriage. The major part of your marriage is to see the person that you're laying next to smile on their face, or your children's smile on their face, because the things that you have provided for them inside and outside. So I just want to let everybody know that don't make money make your marriage, make your marriage make money. Thank you, everyone.